So today it's pouring outside, so anyway, I'm gonna do a date night look, and I'm gonna do it with drugstore products and anything that's probably reasonably priced, or beauty supply products. I did my best to find things that were things that you could get at like the drugstore, but maybe they sell them at Ulta or the beauty supply or whatever. So anyway, I didn't do anything to my face besides clean it with witch hazel, which I also got from Ulta, which is functioning more like a toner. And it was like $12, and you get a bottle like this big. Was it that much? Maybe it wasn't even that much. Hold on, I have my receipt. Shut. I'm going to use this NYX liner, this NYX brow pencil in chocolate. And I'm not going to do much to my brows, just for the sake of time. And we're just looking for the effect of product at this point. So this is ColourPop's concealer. This is a medium dark 32 that I just used on my eyes. I got a 38 as well, because in the store I really couldn't tell how they were going to be. And let's see, these actually are here. They're $6.50 a piece. Can't beat that. Let's just clean this up. Oh, I am using the LA Girl Nudist palette. These run $10.99 a piece, and I'm looking at the receipts, guys, because I use coupons and points, and I always tend to do stuff like that. So this is what this palette looks like. It looks gorgeous. I've heard good things. I have some LA Girl products. I've got more today, but I've heard great things about this particular palette. So I'm gonna go in with something like that. Let's make it funky. You're going out tonight, girl. You're going out tonight. There's no names on this, guys. Sorry, there's no names on the colors, so I'm just going to show you. Oh yeah, that pigmentation is serious. I'm gonna go in with like one of the vanilla colors here. I'm sorry that it doesn't have any names on it. And then build up from there, and we'll just do kind of like a date night smoky look like that. So I'm taking a flat shader, and I did the concealer, so that's kind of eating that up. But it will also hold up the color. Okay, so there's a deep brown in here, deep chocolatey brown. Let's do a little V work here. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys. You're gonna blend this out. I tell this to my clients. Actually, I was teaching the other day, and I was explaining. I had a student, well, yeah, I actually did her makeup through high school, and I love her. I will put a picture of her in here as well. I love her. And I actually did her mother's makeup years ago, which for her wedding. And so now her baby was all grown up, and I've been doing her makeup this year. And she wanted to do a master class with me before she went away to school. And she's such an amazing kid. She's going to school on a volleyball scholarship. I don't want to give all her information away. But I was kind of teaching her this technique. So what I do when I teach is I do one side and you do the other side. And I told her to bring all of her products, because I like to teach people with products that they have. And then, but what I noticed was her stuff was just all discombobulated. Like, she had stuff everywhere. And I had an extra case. I have a few train kits, but I had one that my husband had brought me that was new and it was empty and I really didn't need it, but I just kind of had it because it was smaller and I thought one day I would carry a smaller kit. I do sometimes, but even the smallest kit isn't small enough. But for a young lady who's going to college, a nice train kit that opens up, and something just kind of put it on my heart to give that to her. Because the one-on-one class is not a cheap class. Like, you're paying $150 to me. But I love working with her, and she's just such a good kid that I just really, it was on my heart to bless her. And I told my husband, like, I almost could not, like, breathe letting her walk out the door. And I wanted her to just go to school feeling good with all of her stuff organized. And I gave her some new products that I had. You know, I have a ton of extra stuff, like backup stuff that and just stuff that I have, you know, in general that I accumulate over time that I want to try or whatever. But I just, you know, I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just kind of saying, you know, when you're in those circumstances and you know it's on your heart to just bless somebody. You know, our kids need support. Our young men and our young ladies need support. And if I can do that somehow, and I don't have everything in the world to give, but what I do have to give, if I can share that, I will share it. So what I picked is a foundation. So this was tricky, guys. Picking out foundations that you cannot. Now, I could use the Juvia's Place again because it's only $20 and it's at Ulta, but I really wanted to kind of bring this back down. The tricky thing about buying drugstore products or even at Ulta that are not prestige is that there's not testers for everything. So I got this Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. I remember when they came out with these concealers, I was one of the first ones to get them and I never even used them. I still have them. So I was in the store just kind of like, oh God, I hope this works. Like it was, and this looks perfect. Oh my God. There was like nothing for me to swatch. I was just like, oh my God, I'm just really, it had plastic on it, so I couldn't open it. I was really playing a real guessing game. I'm gonna use this. This is one of the sponges from the Jeffree Star collection. It's a Morphe brand sponge. They are not my favorite. I like the way that they're cut, but they are extremely they're not bouncy. My recommendation actually would be Real Techniques, but I don't have any clean ones, and where I have an extra one, my drawer is stuck right now. Okay, so I'm gonna do just lightly this Makeup Revolution banana powder, just lightly, because so much of my undertones have already been caught. Everybody doesn't want to buy a whole bunch of, you know, spend a whole bunch of money on product. A lot of times when people tell me that they don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on product, it's not because they can't afford it. It's because they don't wear makeup enough to feel like they can justify it in their budget, which makes complete sense to me. So I just use a little bit of that banana powder, and I am going to take one of my favorites, the BH Cocoa Cutie bronzer. Gorgeous. So, little tip there, and I may have to do a video on this. I have dimples, if you didn't notice. And while I teach to contour or shape the face a certain way, because I saw somebody do one on round faces before, but this is different. Dimples are muscles, so they're actually a defect in the face. And so the struggle a lot of times that people have with my face, like when somebody else does my makeup, which does happen, is the defect. Because what happens is it hops. So when you go, it hops over that muscle and it makes it look uneven. So people with dimples almost have to go and circle higher because of that. See that little gap right there? Mm-hmm. Yep. It's more pronounced right now than it normally is. So I like that. Okay, so what I picked up from the beauty supply store was it's RK by Kiss. I think this used to be Ruby Kisses. I don't know, but it was $4.99. Again, very difficult, but I think I've had this powder before. This one is called Golden Glow. It's a No More Blemish powder. I see it all the time at the beauty supply. Pretty sure that I've picked it up before. Let's see. Yep, it's pretty. Y'all know the beauty supply is a guessing game, honey. This is a Bardot by ColourPop. It's a Supershock. There we go. Yeah, I needed something with some pigment. Now you can kind of see it. Yeah. And these are they're $6, I think. Yeah, they're $6 a piece. Individually, I think they're even cheaper if you build a palette online, but in store they're like $6. You can't beat $6. And those Supershock blushes and those highlighters are insane. So one of my favorite liners to use, liquid liners, is actually by e.l.f. Yes, and this one is actually coffee. It almost looks black, but it's only $1. I think my office is by my neighbor's bedroom. I don't think that's, y'all can't hear it, but I don't think that's the wind howling. Just like, I hear my air conditioner and I hear like, oh, something. So we want a affordable under eye brown pencil for black. Let's see. I have 1,000 pencils. Oh my god. Let's use Datenight. Here's the problem. This is a Morphe one. It was only $3. I love Morphe. I got a lot of stuff from Morphe when they first opened here in Dallas, and I also won a grand prize bag. So the problem that I had with Morphe is once you walk out of the store and you've purchased, like I got all of the lip liners and all of the eyeliners, besides some of like the obvious colors, they don't say if they're a lip liner or an eyeliner on the box. So to me, they're dual purpose, which is kind of a blessing. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one called Datenight. And I think I've used it as a lip liner, but I'm gonna use it as an eyeliner. Oh yes, this is her bedroom. This is her bedroom. So we are going to repurpose these downtown LA Morphe lashes that I have told you guys in my last video were $4. And the Duo glue. Duo is always like between $4 and $8 depending on the size that you buy. You guys, and I filmed a whole other video, right? And I tried to upload it. I actually filmed it on my phone, which I have filmed on my phone before. It's usually not a problem. And it was the first time that you would actually probably get to see my husband. And it will not move. It will not upload to my computer for some reason. My computer is like, no. You don't show him yet. I can show him right here. So I'm going to use, this is the Morphe Glitteratti palette. Oh, yes. Pretty. It's coming together. Oh, my earring fell. I was like, what's in my shirt? My earring strap fell out from the shirt. Okay. Look at this find. I also got the beauty supply. It's $1.99. The other ones had like Jesus and Muhammad and like Martin Luther King on them and stuff. So I was like, y'all, $2, you can have it. Haven't quite mastered that yet. Got all of these lipsticks from the beauty supply. Not that I don't have cheaper ones. I have a ton of other ones that you guys can get. So if you want me to give you a dupe. But these colors are so pretty. And this one in particular, which I thought like it was just like this beautiful nude. And I was like, yes, give it to me right now. It is by JCat, which is at every beauty supply, guys. And look at that yellow. So this is reminiscent to me of what is it, Naturally Transformed? Yeah, what Sis used to be. It's a little bit lighter if you're familiar with those from MAC. And it would have just been stupid of me to sleep on that. Just dumb. But I got mostly like nudes. I love JCat and like Ruby Kiss. Their mattes are amazing. So I just got a bunch of like nude colors like that. So this is actually, this is Vibes by Morphe. I'm not sure if it's a lip liner or an eyeliner. Oh, come on now. And then I have this ColourPop to top this off. This is called My Jam. It smells so sweet. I got, this is the ColourPop. These are the mascaras that ColourPop came out with. This one is black on black. I actually have it in like blue and teal and everything. Really like them. Bigger spoolie than I'm always a fan of, but it's a good mascara. $8. I am going to use the Morphe spray. This is their setting mist. I will put the price at the bottom of the screen. It smells so good. Anyway, guys, so this is the look. I hope that you like it. Like I get everything is Drugstore, Beauty Supply, or Ulta, which is the same. It's all under $20, some mostly under $10, to be honest. I actually really like the way that this came out. I think it's a beautiful date night look. Yeah. I hope you like it. I will put all the products below. If you have not been here before, thank you for joining me today. Subscribe if you haven't, share it, tweet me, follow me on Instagram at Miss All Made Up. It's all the same. I hope you enjoy this as much as I did. It's always great seeing you, and I'll see you on the next go round. Bye.